Hi, yes, welcome back, YouTube. Another, sort of instant analysis on the new FES cards that were announced yesterday during Conscious about uh 15-ish hours ago. Actually, no, longer than that. Anyway, um we got previews of the card arts, but we didn't know what the cards actually were. We found that out last night with the nightly update. Um, so, uh, let's go over actually what the heck the cards do. But first things first, before we get to the URs, we'll talk about the SRs really quick. Thank you, friends, Mari. Stat-wise, it's actually not bad. For an SR, this Mari card is actually not terrible. Smile, attribute SP type, 8272 appeal, and 8908. For an SR, these are very, very high values. Very, very high values. Again, not like you're ever going to use them in anything because the fill is only 7% and it's a 30% chance versus a 33% chance for skill activation. But stat-wise, it's still a good card. Passive, 7% tech buff. The swap strat thing, this gauge fill, it's a 30% chance 9 times per live, but you have to remember this is 1% of the card's technique. So even with, like, let's say you have a Bond 100 Mari board, and with the bomb bonuses and stuff like that, you're only adding like 100, let's say maybe like 120 to your SP gauge, which is very, very low. Very, very low and very inconsequential. So you don't really want to think about that. It's costume filler. Just like Midai Harmony Arena. Active attribute voltage type. Another one of these, like, very nicely statted SRs for like voltage and stuff, but it's the active attribute, so you should have a lot of active attribute voltage type cards. Active attribute is very, very flush with voltage type cards, even in for URs, even like the not so great URs. There are a lot of voltage types in the active attribute. If you were to go through card types and stuff like that, I believe active attribute has the highest number of voltage type cards total. I could be wrong there, but based off of what I remember, I believe it's one of the highest total number of card types per attribute. Anyway, the Arena, it's a voltage type, but it has a Gauge Bomb tap active, which is really, really weird. Same strategy, passive, max 5% only though, and gives a guaranteed voltage gain of 1% to all other active cards. So again, it is just costume filler. And if you were watching the Conscious live stream Saturday night, you did see the preview for the Midai Harmony 3D music video, or PV, which I have to say, the preview that they showed yesterday for Midai Harmony was actually fucking amazing. It was actually amazing. It was so good. So good. But now, let's talk about the URs. The first UR, All-Star Princess Ayumu, Smile Attribute Guard type. So another Smile Attribute Guard type. Stats are very good for a hyper healer. 9148 base appeal, 16,537 base stamina, and basically 9,500 tech. Little under a 30% crit rate. And much like all the other FES cards, 40% stam heal, which based off of her stam value is a lot. The passive is actually better than this is the best case scenario for a guard type card, which is a same attribute appeal buffing passive. Maximum 5.2% at max skill level. Then, in addition to that, her LSA gives a 2% appeal buff to all other Smile attribute cards. So, when you add in both of these, and let's say, for instance, right, this is a guard type card, so you want to do, let's say you want to put 4 medium groups on this Ayumu. Or let's even say you put, because it's attribute stuff, you want to put 4 medium attribute passives on this card, which would probably be the best way to go about getting insights for this card, is getting same attributes, because everything in her passive, the passive side of her kit, is attribute based. So let's take 8% appeal buff plus 5.2% appeal buff plus a guaranteed 2% appeal buff. Right? That's a 15.2% appeal buff from all of her insights and her passives. That shoots her base appeal up over 10,000. Okay? So a 10,000 appeal card, right? 10,000 base appeal card with 16,500 base stamina. For all of you that are having, let's say, troubles with like a Yume no Ippo, Advanced Plus or Expert. If you're having trouble, you know, once we get a couple more Smile attribute challenge songs, this card can definitely help you depending on the gimmicks. Now, again, you're not really gonna use it for a lot of your advanced beat map play, because it is still going to be dominated primarily by SP type cards, which we are going to talk about in a little bit. But this card is still a pretty decent get. It sets you up for a lot of your higher difficulty Smile attribute, Expert, Advanced Plus, whatever you want to call it, and challenge songs. So overall, I like the card. It has one of the better kits for a sustain card in the game. Then we have the absolute chattest of chads, Lady Ninja Chika. Guest appearance by Shiitake. Pure attribute SP type. 14,426 base appeal, 5,981 base stam, 14,778 tech. So this card does barely have a tech crit profile. And that brings this card up at max limit break to a nearly 60% crit rate. And remember, all of these stats are based off of bond level 1, bond board 1. So if you happen to have your Chika at bond board 100, you're in a very good spot. This Chika is a gauge filler. Max 9%, standard 33% chance. Gives an appeal buff of 5.2% to all other pure cards, and has a 50% chance upon using your gauge to increase base appeal by 1.2% to all other pure cards. And this live show active is stackable. And as many people have pointed out, this passive kit, with her passive and her live show active, both of these are exactly the same as Second FES Kanata. This gives this Chika the highest scoring upside in the game. So with the new voltage cap for advanced beat map and lower difficulty songs, this Chika is going to be an absolute menace. This Chika is going to be absolutely broken. Especially when you take into consideration, right, if you have a song like Melody, right? A pure attribute song with a lot of early appeal chances, the scores on something like Melody are going to be insane, right? Because if you high roll on the coin flip and you're able to stack 4.8% appeal buff, if you're able to stack 4.8% appeal buff like right out of the gate within the first 50 notes, like, you know, when it comes to challenge songs or like if it's SBL or whatever, like voltage rankings, this Chika is going to be an absolute menace. You know, also think about stuff like if you're playing Aozora Jumping Heart on Expert, right? A card like this, you know, in formation, same attribute, appeal buffing, you know, if you get same attribute insights and you just go absolutely bonkers and you high roll and you have bracelets that can take advantage of Chika's high crit rate, you know, you could theoretically, you know, go with like a, you know, with this Chika plus Rina and Mari, you know, and go with, and this sounds ridiculous, you know, you could theoretically go 3 fillers on like an owl jump plus, and nobody would bat an eye, because that would actually get you, you know, if you're able to somehow make sure you keep your stamina up, this could definitely give you a lot of upside for like massive scores. So yeah, this Chika is definitely the winner. It makes up for her first 2 FES cards, which were very underwhelming, or are very underwhelming right now at the moment. And it catapults Chika into like one of the most meta cards in the game. And she already has a natural kind of pairing with Party Mari. So expect to see that combination of cards of Party Mari and Third FES Chika in a lot of formations going forward. It's gonna get a little ridiculous coming up here real soon. But yeah, that'll be it for our instant analysis on the new FES cards. Come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/IamTheShaz. Until next time, everyone, take it easy, YouTube, be nice to each other, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!